Here is the difference between apoptosis and necrosis. Apoptosis is the cell death by self-destruction. Here, the cell dies itself after performing its function. Cell commits suicide in apoptosis because it is no longer receiving extracellular or intracellular signal. Apoptosis is also known as programmable cell death. On the other hand, in necrosis, cell death by tissue damage is known as necrosis. It is due to failure of blood supply, disease, or any injury. It is also known as accidental cell death. In apoptosis, for example, this is a cell. It shrinks, its chromatin material condenses, and it forms small membrane-bounded apoptotic bodies. These membrane-bounded apoptotic bodies are then phagocytosed by the phagocytic cell. This phagocytic cell is white blood cell. So, these apoptotic bodies undergo phagocytosis. On the other hand, in necrosis, for example, this is a cell, it swells and then bursts. In necrosis, the internal content is releasing into the external or extracellular atmosphere. So this is damaging the neighboring cells and also causing inflammation. But in apoptosis, the intracellular content is phagocytosed by the phagocytic cell, so there would be no inflammation and it would not harm any neighboring cell. Apoptosis acts as a homeostatic mechanism to maintain cell population. It is also used to maintain the number of neurons, and it also acts as a defense mechanism. Even during embryonic development, the tissue damage between the fingers is basically apoptosis. In necrosis, cardiac cell death due to failure of blood supply is an example of necrosis, because if the blood supply continuously fails to cardiac cells, then it results in cell death, and this is necrosis.